It looks like I've just finished registering another set of Pokemon and I'm ready to fight Erika. Alright, so we are done with Brock, Misty, and Surge, and we're on our way to Erika. Now, I understand I haven't made an episode of Pokemon Stadium in a very long time, and that's exactly why I'm making this. I've actually missed making this series, and it's going to be a lot of fun to do this, so let's get right down to it. Alright, so it looks like we have to fight a Lass, a Beauty, a Cool, and Erika. Now keep in mind this is Pokemon Stadium 1, not Pokemon Stadium 2 for those of you who are just joining us. And of course there are no names, and usually, unless they're boy or girl, there weren't really genders, you know. But I think that only applied to the Pokemon themselves, but it's whatever. It's whatever, it's still a fun game, but off screen I registered another set of Pokemon that I'm going to use. As you can see, I've got a pretty varied lineup. I only have 2 fire Pokemon, which a lot of you guys must be thinking, why only 2 fire Pokemon? You should register an entire team of fire Pokemon to fight. You should register an entire team of fire Pokemon to fight Erika, right? But then I thought, well, maybe there's going to be a bunch of varied Pokemon. I don't think all the trainers are going to have just grass types, so I wanted to be safe. I have a flying type, I have a poison type, and not to mention Clefable and Kadabra are my special elements of surprise, and you'll see why. They're kind of like my all-purpose. You got to remember that in Generation 1, Psychic and Dragon types were the most dominant, because at that time they did not have too many. Oh great. It's another graphical error, guys. I'm not sure how to get rid of it, but looks like we're gonna play with Lady Luck. Oh no, I see what to do now. Alright, so let's reselect. Looking at her Pokemon lineup, she has a Jigglypuff, a Wigglypuff, and this is exactly what I expected out of this person, so I think I'm gonna have to go with a Psychic, my Psychic type Kadabra, and I'll go with Nidorino. And I'll go with Doduo, so it's down, right, down, left, right. Yep. Alright, ready to go. Alright, so we're jumping right into our first battle. Our first battle since July 11th. At least my last battle uploaded was July 11th. And I'm actually glad to get back into this because I just finished doing Apprentice of the Force, the very last episode. Oh, what did I do? It's been a while since I've had. Oh, Thunder Wave. Okay, fair enough. At least my instincts were able to choose something that's pretty, you know, badass or helpful. Okay, so no, it's Ice Beam, which is something I expected out of this Jigglypuff. Which is if you disregard this generation and you go on to the future generations, you'd know that Jigglypuff is now a Fairy type. Cancel? Okay, I think I know what to do now. I'm gonna throw a Psybeam and see how that works out. Remember that Psybeam is extremely powerful in this game, one because of the, I don't know if there was stab ability in Generation 1, but you have to remember that Psychic was, again, one of the best types in the game, and you just saw why. Oh yeah. Hopefully that doesn't freeze my Kadabra. Nope, I managed to luck out. But you can't always get that lucky. My Kadabra should be able to take care of them as long as she doesn't also have Wigglytuff, if I remember that as being one of her other Pokemon. So I hit her pretty strong with the Psybeam. Her Jigglypuff, that is, not her. I hit her pretty hard with the Jigglypuff Psybeam, and she is down to 2 Pokemon. And I had to speak, she does have Wigglytuff. Okay, so these trainers are becoming a little self-aware, or just more aware in general. Maybe they're choosing them randomly, who knows. Maybe they're choosing the same Pokemon each time. The only time I've had to repeat a gym was against Intense Surge because of his surfing Pikachu, alright? I like that little nod that they had off to. Oh, wow, what a taste of my own medicine. Choke on my bones. Let's see how Seismic Toss works out. Last time I checked, Seismic Toss is a fighting type move, but it didn't do fighting type damage because it was based on... If I remember, Seismic Toss was... There we go. And only down to 1 HP. Hopefully this is super effective. No, it's not. Yeah, now I remember that Wigglytuff being a light Pokemon is going to take minimal damage from Psychic Toss. I'm just going to hit with whatever because now that Kadabra is not going to get the first move, Kadabra is finished. So I suppose it's on to Nidorino. Okay, so we are both down to 2 Pokemon. Kadabra is down and out, my main weapon. But I've got a few other good Pokemon that I can use. Hopefully Nidorino has some double kick action within it. And if not, I should be fine anyways. Nidorino does have a good asset of moves, but most of those were created for oh goodness, I just lost my train of thought. Most of those were created for fighting grass types. I want to throw a Toxic, but at the same time, I kind of just want to get this over with. I'm gonna hit with the Double Edge. Yep, Nidorino is of course faster. Wigglytuff has the dominant HP. Alright, so one more hit should do it. I'm gonna take some recoil damage from this. And there shouldn't be any attack that... Oh, of course there's Thunder Wave. Too bad there are no items in this game, unlike Pokémon Stadium 2 from what I remember. But this game does not get any less fun than it is right now. And you have to admit this was a good thing for kids back then. This was just like fighting all those battles that you're fighting on the 2D Game Boy screen in black and white and fighting them in color. And seeing the Pokemon similar to how they look in the anime. Well, maybe not in this one. You have to remember that this game came out before the anime, so whatever was being interpreted was by Game Freak and by the creators of Pokemon before they conceptualized a child-friendly anime like Pokemon itself. Or as I like to call it, Pokemon The Adventures of Ash Ketchum. I'm surprised I didn't take any recoil damage that time. Perhaps it stops when you get to really low HP. Okay, Paris, this one should be a shoe-in because of course I have Doduo as my other Pokemon, and if this Ice Beam doesn't finish off Paris, then Doduo will, which is good news. So I think I have this battle sealed. Oh, a super effective hit. Looks like Nidorino is going to do a 2-peat, and I am correct. A 2-peat, and Paris is down and out. I win 2-0. I win with 2 Pokemon in my arsenal, one who's barely clinging on for life with paralysis. Boy, oh boy. Now, if only I could get rid of these graphical errors, but I'm not guessing that's going to happen. Now, you gotta remember this is all a risk game right here, but we have to interpret what Pokemon we choose based on... We have to interpret what Pokemon we choose based on the ones they have, so... Let's see. Okay, this person has a lot of water types. I was not expecting that, unfortunately. Okay, this is a toughie. Though I do know that for Dratini, there's gonna be ice. All these Pokemon, at least 4 of the Pokemon on this list are weak to ice. So what I want to do is reselect. I'm gonna go with Kadabra, Clefable, and Doduo. No, Nidorino, Clefable, and Doduo should suffice for this one.